Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Jess and welcome back to another Day Art Survival video. In today's video, we will actually discuss about nerds over here. So it's quite interesting as well about the nerds in the NPC or in the survivor base in general. And I'm going to try to showcase about nerds over here. Um, so basically every survivor NPC has nerds. Um, Starting from the first survivor base in the Olonets, and then Leningrad, go through Tula, Kiev, Rostov, and then anything from Izhevsk, Chelyabinsk, and all the way to the Irkutsk over here. Um, Basically every survivor base has NPC. I mean every survivor base has nerds over here. And I know this, at first you will probably think, well, it's just nerds. I don't think I really need it. Most of the time, I will have my health at full anyway, and then I can just sleep, and then I can just replenish my HP that way, right? But um, there is actually far more important thing about that, especially in the big update. Now everything is kinda nerf, right? Like almost everything. In this case, also your house. Now there is no longer rest bonus, right? You cannot have any rest bonus. So every time you want to sleep, it will put you default into the longest time, right? There is no rest bonus, so you cannot have shorter time for sleep, right? Because in the old version, when you sleep, you can get various rest bonus. That can actually lower the amount of time that you need in overall to replenish your energy. So let's say you have 0% rest bonus, and then you will spend 24 hours to replenish your energy at full, right? And then if you have 50% rest bonus, it means that your time of sleeping will be cut into half. Now you only sleep for 12 hours, and then that already gave you um, full energy replenish, right? And then again, like if you have let's say 75%, then well, actually, let's like yeah, 75% rest bonus, it means it will get half again, right? And then so on and so on until it will be maximum at something, right? At some point, and then you can just sleep for a few hours, and then you'll get your energy replenished to the max. But now that is not the thing, right? And let's say over here, what happen if you have very low HP, right? I will purposely reduce my HP until like let's say 60, right? 60 HP, and I want to replenish my HP, right? But since sleeping will take too long, and it also take a lot of time, right? For the loading, for the even the in-game day as well, right? But excuse me, I just uh, there's like dusts over here, dusts, and I just sneezed there. But yeah, anyway, I guess thanks if you say bless you or bless me. Well, I guess thank you for that. Anyway, let's actually continue. Where was I again? Yeah, okay. So sleeping, right? Sleeping will, like I said, right? It will take time. Sometimes it also take your food, just to replenish your health, right? Also, it's only 48. In this case, I have 600, so that will take a lot of days, right? Just to replenish my health to the max. Now, what people not notice is that there is an instant or quick way to replenish your HP. That is by the nerds over here. You can restore health over here. It will cost me 2100. Let's actually press that, and just like that, I instantly recover my HP by a lot, to the maximum anyway, right? So yeah, that's like about 540, I believe, for 2000. So It's about 1 HP for 40, I think. Some number along that line, right? Um, which is quite, I would say, quite great enough, just for the fact that it's only one tap, right? You only need to tap this button once, and then you will be recovered to max. There is also another way to replenish your HP. Like I probably already mentioned this by a lot of time. Just use your sterile bandage, right? But the problem about this is that it it only recovers by 10, and then for 600 that will take 60 of them, right? And 60 sterile bandage will require 60 clean water. From the recipe over here, 60 of sterile bandage means 60 clean water, and that's kinda expensive, I would say. But yeah, not only that, you can also use healing self, right? Or even Calm. But again, those are quite expensive, right? This is medicines. Only use this whenever you are out in the wilderness, right? Um, but if you're like in the city, I guess you can just restore health just like that. And you get yourself recovered to the max. Also, by the way, these icons over here, these are all new. They actually put this icon over here for the design, I guess, from the art style. The person that behind the art, I guess they kind of added this, which is actually quite very great if you ask me, because it actually looks, the illustration's always nice, right? Whatever it is, like any game that has illustration or a great picture or art style, then that's like plus in its way, right? Obviously, um, the one that the players care the most will be the mechanics, right? All these items over here, but um, having this image over here, that's actually a plus point, right? This is actually great. It makes the game, a little bit more, I would say, there is more color into it, right? Well, obviously, because there's a lot of colors into these pictures, right? So yeah, anyway, that's the first thing that you can do with the nurse, restoring your health to the maximum. And the cost, I guess, it was some kind of 1 in 40, I believe, 1 health for 40 or something like that, 50 probably, I'm not sure. You do the math. Usually this kind of stuff, it kind of linear. It means that, if 1 is 10, therefore 2 will be 20, 3 will be 30, 10 will be 100, 100 will be 1,000, right? So it has like quite linear ratio, right? Like 1 to something, right? 1 to x, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, etc., etc. But there's that anyway. Okay, now the second one will be decontaminate. What does that even mean? Decontaminate, as you can see over here, there's actually a quite a great picture over here. This is actually a medicine. This is called chlorcysteamine. It's from the game as well, which is this one over here, chlorcysteamine, right? It increases your radio resistance by -3 radiation per hour for 18 hour over here, but that's after a perk, right? It's probably about um 10 hour or 12 hours, I think. But yeah, so yeah, it's the same thing, right? Now let's take a look again at the NPC. I think so. Yeah, this is just chlorcysteamine, right? She poured, the doctor pours down the chlorcysteamine into the glass, and probably you drink that, right? Although I'm not entirely sure how you consume chlorcysteamine, so do not take any advice from me on how to consume these medicines, right? It's just the game, right? Do not bring this into real life and drink yourself chlorcysteamine. I'm not recommending that. So yeah, anyway, disclaimer over there, right? um, Anyway, now this decontaminate, this basically will remove every single radiation points that you have in your body. Now, how am I gonna apply this though? That's actually the question, right? How am I going to increase my radiation point, right? Actually, let's take a look over here, see if I can have something that can give me radiation. Maybe this one probably. Let's see. Okay, so it works. I think only once probably. Yeah, only once. I'm healthy already. Okay. This one I cannot. Okay, I cannot increase my radiation. Okay, think about it. Okay, Danny, let's think about it pretty quick. How do I increase my radiation? I guess I can just walk into the town, right? Yeah, like this. Chelyabinsk has a lot of like what is it called again? Like a lot of radiation points, right? Actually, I will search this. Apparently, searching will give you instant radiation like that now. Um, which is always great, right? I will grab all of these just because might as well, right? Yeah, like that. I have 103. Now let's actually grab far more, right? Yeah, this one gives me 43 radiation. Now let's increase that to, let's say, I don't know, few hundred, right? I will keep searching and keep getting stuff, I guess, looting a little bit from the city. I already looted Chelyabinsk, but I haven't actually looted the ruins or the broken building. Um, but I guess this can be a thing, right? Okay, now radiation sickness. I got a dangerous dose of radiation. I feel dizzy. Okay, anyway, now let's search this again. I think this should be enough, right? Just for demonstration, I believe. This should be enough. Let's actually go back to the city over here pretty quick. Now, as you can see, I have quite a lot of radiation points, right? I have 221. Now let's actually go to the nurse, and as you can see over here, these buttons now available, right? Decontaminate. Now I'm going to press this and see what's gonna happen next, right? So okay, so before that, 221, it heals me for 2600. So that is about 100 and something. Is it 120? What is 120, 100, 25% more? Actually, I don't know what's the math there. Um, I don't know, like this is about 400 divided by 2, I guess that would be 200. Yeah, it's about 120, right? Basically, I believe. So yeah, so for one radiation points, it will cost you about uh, 12, right? Yeah, about 12 iron nuts in this case, right? Now I'm going to press this and see what's gonna happen. Just like that, my radiation points just gone, right? And the price is quite cheap as well. Now the restore health, it was about 1 HP to 40 iron nuts, right? Right? Now in the decontaminate, now it's like 1 radiation points for 12, 12 iron nuts. And again, I believe this is all linear. So if you have 100, then it will be 12 times 100. It will be 1200, some around that number. And then if you have 50, then it will be 600, etc., etc., right? Usually this kind of stuff is linear, like it has fixed amount of ratio. So it's like literally 1 to x ratio, right? um, so yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's actually very great, right? You can just load for a long time, not worrying about your radiation. You can, if you're end game players, you can just load for days in game, right? And then have your radiation at, let's say, 1,000 even, right? And then you can just go here and have this nurse over here clear all of those radiation points to zero, right? Like instant clear basically, um, which is quite OP, I would say. Well, not really OP, but more like it's still too good, right? Well, obviously you can also use like homemade wine, but like whiskey, homemade wine, diluted alcohol, moonshine if you like, I guess, and then vodka, and then detoxifying potion, tea even. Tea also reduce your radiation points. Pickled vegetable, and then you can also use like this one IR, the medicines, and then you can also use anti-red as well. to reduce your radiation points quite substantial amount, right? But the thing is that all those items will only reduced by fixed amount. So in this case, homemade wine only 50, right? So what happen if you have like, let's say 200, right? You will need to drink this 4 times, right? Which is a lot. And making wine in this big update is not easy anymore. Everything is expensive, and crafting yourself wine is actually quite expensive. So if you want an alternative that is quick, then you can use the nerds over here and have yourself decontaminated by only 12 iron nuts for every radiation points, right? um, at least that's what we know of, right? And then the third one will be curing all disease. Now this is actually quite interesting. This is actually one that I love out of the three. To demonstrate that, I think I have to do a little bit of combat. I have my polar armor at low as well. Okay, so let's actually fight the beast, which is down here. I think, yeah, there's a place over here, radioactive place. This is like my another base in here, and let's actually search. This will take a while though, because this is literally combat. And yeah, I will attack this one, and then I will let this beast to hit me until I get myself injuries. Okay, I didn't want to use my raven there actually, but it's fine. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to let myself kinda dying. And then anything that can actually give me, I will stop until they give me some kind of disease or injuries, right? Like, let's say acid burn or something like that. I will end. I'm not gonna attack again. I'll probably go here. Okay, everyone is attacking me. Okay, now let's end turn. Okay, and then the raven as well can also end its turn. Okay, now I'm going to start getting hit. Hopefully I don't die though, because I don't really want to die actually. Because this is just for demonstration, right? I will end turn again. Hopefully this one doesn't kill me. I hope. Okay. Okay, I got hit again. Okay, still got hit. Okay, another hit. Now I'm going to actually attack one of them so that I only have one controlled one, right? One controlled B, I guess. And then I will end my turn, and this one also end its turn. And C over here. Okay, got hit, and now I'm at low, right? Okay, here we go. We got ourselves acid burn body over here. Now, as you can see over here in my health section, I have this acid burn body for duration, which will be 3 days, right? This is an injury, right? I have acid burn, and it's quite bad injuries as well, because it reduced my action points by 2, reduce my carry weight, reduce my walking speed, although that doesn't matter because I have a vehicle. But I also cannot wear any sorts of bags, as you can see over here. I don't have any bag, right? Yeah, I can use this because of an injury, which is the acid burn. Now let's go back to my base over here. Now I have one injury, right? Now let's actually stack up some injuries as well. To do that, I think I will I don't know. Is there anything that I can do? Maybe I will give myself alcoholism as well, or dysentery over here. Let's see. I will actually drink this. Okay, I'm not thirsty. Okay, how do I get injury though? That's the question, right? I know it's a little bit weird, right? That I actually want injuries. It's a little bit weird if you ask me. Oh, this is actually not my. Okay, this is actually not my base. Okay, I have to come back that later on. This is over here. That's actually stuff that I want to sell, honestly. But yeah. Okay, this is my base over here. Now, how do I get injuries? That's the question, right? I'll probably sleep for a little bit, just so that it kinda reduce my food bar, I guess, and my water bar as well, so that I can consume stuff. Now, I need to be careful because I don't want to remove this naturally, right? Um, Okay, and then I also want to. Oh, something just spoiled. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, now let's actually eat this because I want the parasitic worm over here. Now let's eat and hopefully we get ourselves some disease. Nope, no disease. Okay, still no disease. Wow, I'm actually quite surprised I didn't get any disease there. Actually, let's drink this again. Still no disease. Okay, that's actually quite annoying. I want disease. Okay. Well, not me. The character in game, not real life. Okay, how do I get injuries now? Okay, alcoholism then. Maybe this one. Let's actually drink wine until I got myself some alcoholism. Okay, here we go. Alcoholism starts to build up. Okay, we just got it. Alcoholism, vodka, wine, or even diluted alcohol. I need to drink to forget the horrors I've seen, even for just a little while. Now, alcoholism is actually quite severe injuries as well, or disease in this case, because as you can see over here, the effect will be reducing my energy by 1 every hour, right? Also, the fact that it lasts for 2 weeks, like literally 2 weeks, right? That's actually a lot of time. As you can see over here, now I have two different injuries, right? I'm pretty injured, right? You can also see, you can also assume that I also got more injuries, right? Can I actually get more injuries? Okay, how do I get more injuries? Okay, I think I'm going to lower my HP first, so that I have low HP. Just like that, and then let's actually fight bandits then. No, not looters, because looters are kinda weak. Okay, this is bandits over here. Now let's attack this and get ourselves some injury, right? I'm not gonna use my raven. What I'm going to do is I will actually kill some of them so that I don't get overwhelmed by the amount of bandits that can actually kill me, right? Because I want to get injuries, but I don't want to get killed. So there is a difference there, right? Okay. I hope I don't actually kill this person over here. I will actually go here. Okay. Okay, that thing hit me. Okay, that's a little bit. Okay, I didn't get any from there. Let's actually restart then. I actually need some real injuries, right? Like a bullet wounds, or severe combat injury, I guess. Okay, so I'm not gonna use my Saipua, I'm not gonna use my Raven, and yeah, I will just actually go close to them, just like that, and my turn, and let them actually start hitting me for a little bit of damage, I would say. But yes, I will also try to not to get killed, right? Because I don't want that. I will actually remove that sniper. Now I have these two dudes over here, or the bandits, to try to damage me, right? Or attack me, I guess. Okay, and yeah, oh, I actually about to die now. Okay, now that's enough. Let's actually kill them now, right? Okay, just like that. Now hopefully I get injury. Okay, I have broken leg as well. That's actually great. Oh, by great I mean that's bad, but great in this case because I have another injuries, right? As you can see, a broken leg also lasts for 14 days. That's actually bad, right? Now I have three major injuries over here, right? As well as disease. The first one will be acid burn, or acid burn in the body, and then alcoholism as well as broken leg. Now this is all very dangerous disease and injuries. Now I'm going to remove that instantly by going to the nurse over here. Now as you can see over here, cure all disease is now available for 2000. And if you ask me, that's actually quite a cheap deal. That's actually great deal because removing all of those, curing all those disease will be only 2000, right? And see if it will actually remove everything or not. Now let's actually press the button just like that. And now let's go to the health. As you can see over there, no injuries or diseases. Now all those acid burn, broken leg, alcoholism, all those kind of stuff are now gone, and I'm now pretty much healthy, right? And then I am at low HP, might as well just restore my health just like that. and that's quite, I would say that's quite overpowered if you ask me. And then since I no longer have acid burn in my body, now I can equip my back in my pack, I guess. Yeah, just like that. Now there is no problem in doing that, right? um Honestly, that's actually great, right? And I would say that a lot of players actually sleep on these nerds over here. A lot of people said, like new players, they said that they are at low HP, they are at, high radiation points, and then for the advanced player as well, like end game player, they said that they got injuries, right? And then they had to wait for literally 14 days, right? That is like 2 weeks, and they don't realize that the nurse actually provides all of that, which is quite, again, I would say overpowered, because this one increases your health, this one completely removes your radiation, and this one completely removes your disease and injuries, which is quite, I would say, quite broken, quite overpowered. Now, yes, they all will require your currency, but like how much, right? This one, I believe this one was only like 2000 something, right? 2600. And then this one, for 3 injuries, I used only 2000. And then for the restore health, that was also like quite very cheap, right? Quite cheap. So I would say this is quite deal. Just less than 10,000, you can get yourself completely healed, right? And um all of those actually is the same as the effect of ALPHACELONE over here. ALPHACELONE over here cures all disease, injuries, and negative effects. If you use ALPHACELONE, you will have your health actually restored at max. I will actually demonstrate that once again. I will eat my red strange mushroom over here, and then I will drink wine until I got the alcoholism. Yeah, just like that. And then I also will give myself some radiation, I guess, by what is it? How do I get in radiation points again? Okay, from the city, right? Yeah, just like that. I have five, right? Let's see. Okay, now 10, 11 radiation, right? Just like that, I have health not maxed. I have radiation points over here. I also have alcoholism, right? Now, what happened if I use my alpha salon, right? Um, I use that just like that. As you can see, my health is replenished to the maximum, and then my radiation points are removed, as well as removing my disease as well, which is alcoholism, right? So yeah, I guess literally the nurse is just a simple version of Alpha Salon, right? Like a discounted Alpha Salon, basically. And this is not accessible for new players like beginners, because the recipe, I think, for Aquavitae is actually high level. And to get this means you need to have the high level first, right? To unlock the schematic. But worry not now, if you're new players and you want to get yourself Alpha Salon, there is actually quite quote unquote Alpha Salon in the Survivor base, which is basically the nurse. It restores your health, it decontaminates any radiation, and it cure all disease as well. Although yeah, I mean, they don't actually give you the nurse don't really doesn't really give you energy, food, and water. But if you want to get that, actually the easiest way is just to conductor and go to other cities, and after that you'll have your food, water, and energy at maximum points again. That's also another tips, right? Like a tips for conductor, for what is it called, to replenish your food, water, and energy for quite free, right? By free I mean cheap, right? Which is just to use conductor. But that's like beside the point, right? Because we are showcasing the nerds, and as you can see over there, this is just basically a combination of effects that are just basically the same as Alpha Salon. As you can see over here, it cures all disease, injuries, and negative effects, reduce your radiation points, as well as replenishing your health to the max, which is again just basically the same as this. um, but yeah, final review, I would say that the nurse is quite overpowered if you ask me. I'm not sure if they will nerf this, but I don't think so, because the reason why is because this is like an easy access, right, for new players, especially since they probably will have a lot of trouble throughout their way, right? Like, in their way they will have their health low because of the combat. Maybe they got bitten by wolves and then they got their leg broken and stuff like that, and then maybe like from bandits as well, the bullet wound and something like that. And then they also loot cities and they have their radiation increased, right? And then they also probably eat or drink like water, like dirty water, and then they got themselves dirty water, right? I mean dysentery, right? And then just use the nurse and you will have all your problems solved, basically. And yes, I would say that this is quite, again, overpowered. I'm not sure if they're gonna nerf this, but I don't think so. If anything, I would say that they will increase the costs for any of these, depending on your level, probably. Like, if you're high level, then this also will increase, right? uh, the cost will increase according to your level, right? Because um, you know because you level up, it means that your body, your being as human, you also level up, right? You get bigger, you get stronger, right? And then if you get bigger, then you will have much more resource to help with yourself, right? You get bigger, you have more muscles, and then if you got injuries, then that's a lot of things to cover, right? So yeah, I would say that the way they will nerf this is to increase the cost according to your level, but uh, I would say that they will actually keep this permanently just for the easy access for the new players, right? Especially it also makes sense because this is literally survivor base, right? This is a base to survive. This is a base for survivors. Therefore, having this like some sort of hospitals or nursery, this is actually quite great, right? So yeah, that's my final review about Nurse Showcase. I would say it's quite overpowered as it is now, and I actually quite use this quite a lot because I actually grind a lot of I do a lot of combats, I do a lot of lootings, and this having this decontaminate and curing all disease, this is just like it's just perfect for me. And then the price is also quite cheap, and that's about it. But yeah, I think that'll be it for today's video about Nurse Showcase. Yes, they are overpowered, but yeah, use them to your advantage while they last, right? But yeah, anyway, this has been the Art Survival video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you again in the next episode or in the next video of the Art Survival. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you again very soon, and see ya.